Okay, good morning everybody. Now today we are going to derive that relation in series combination. How that series combination works. As we have learned about simple circuit, here we have made a circuit that you see battery that is attached to this resistance R1, resistance R2 and this resistance R3. Now, when see all these resistances are in series. Series means all are in one line, like a series. So here what is happening? The current which is flowing through R1, R2, R3, that is same because it is all in one line. So same current flows in R1 resistance, R2 and R3. That you can detect by using ammeter. Ammeter is an instrument by which we are measuring amount of current, that how much current flows in a circuit, that we can measure with the help of ammeter. So if you are putting ammeter in here in R1 resistance, in R2 and R3 separately, and when you will see that you can see equal amount of current flows through R1, R2 and R3 resistance. That means same current flows through all three resistances. But when you put voltmeter is used to measure potential difference from one end to the other end. Like here in R1 we have applied V1 and this V2 and V3. These all are potential differences, and when we will see, then it will not show equal reading in all three resistance, because what is happening here? Here current flows, then this resistance, whatever the current is left after that flows here, and because it is in series, so same current is flowing. But here in R1 that potential difference will be different. For R2 also it is different, and R3 also it is different. That means when resistances are in series, current is flowing same but potential differences are different. So here the main equation we are writing, that means potential difference is the sum of all this V1, V2, V3. Throughout the circuit, that potential difference we are taking V. From this end to that end, potential difference is V, and that is the sum of V1, V2 and V3. This is the main equation in series combination. Then we don't know what is this V. So from Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to IR. So same way we will find out V1, V2 and V3. So V1, what will be V1? For V1, this V1, what will be I? I is same, we know that same current flows. But what is R? R1. So we are taking this equation mainly in series. Potential difference is that sum of all three individual potential differences. So V1 plus V2 plus V3. So here we have to find out V1, V2 and V3 in all these individual resistances. So V1, that is I is same, so I is common, and resistance R1. This is equation number 1. Then V2, I R2. Then V3, I R3. So like that we are getting V1, V2 and V3. Now substitute this in equation number. Here you put in this equation. Which one? Give this 1. Here you give this 2, 3 and 4. All these things you have to put in equation number 1. That means what is V? IR. So in place of V we will put IR. I into R equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. Now what we are getting here? Take I common from all these. R1 plus R2 plus R3. And here IR. Now see, this I and this I cancelled out. Now what is left? R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So what we got finally, that total resistance is, that means resultant of all this resistance is equal to sum of individual resistances. So in series combination that will be added. Resistances will be added. This is the main expression that you have to learn, that total resistance, or we can say resultant resistance, is equal to sum of individual resistances. So here you can say that when a number of resistances are connected in series, the equivalent resultant resistance is equal to the sum of the individual resistances and is greater than any individual resistances. That means this is an individual resistance, that is the sum, that means total of all this. That means this individual resistance will be less than total, and the sum of individual resistance will be equal to resultant resistance or greater than this. So this is all about series combination.